Hey y'all. Ooh, what jacked up. Hey y'all, it's me, your girl Sassy Truck Boss, and I'm back with another video. So, in my experience with being in trucking, specifically in the dump truck industry, what I had to realize is when it goes to bidding these jobs and getting these contracts, you cannot take it from the standpoint of trucking. You have to think construction, not trucking. So, I'm about to do this series that's going to be breaking down how to properly get these jobs, how to properly bid, the do's and the don'ts. So what I've realized is that most contractors are not bad at construction. They're not bad at actually bidding their numbers. What they're bad at is they don't consider the entirety of the job. Again, they're only looking at it from a hauling standpoint, and they're not looking at it construction in its entirety. The biggest problem, or I would say the worst thing about that, is they don't realize that they messed up until they get halfway in the project. So let's just say they bid a job, they think they did really good, and then they halfway through, or they get awarded the job. Now they're halfway through the project and they either realize that they're going to break even, which they're not going to make any money, or they're going to be in a hole, which means that they're going to have to come out their pocket, or they're going to have to stop the contract in its entirety because they're not able to complete the job. So in this series is for contractors, general contractors, or subcontractors, primes, whatever your title is in this industry. This video is for you if you struggle with getting the bids, or if you struggle with getting awarded the bids but not being able to make any money off of the bids. I'm going to break down the do's and don'ts and where you're going wrong and how you can fix it, and the things that you can do to make your bidding process seamless, smooth, easy, and more competitive. So what I've learned is that most contractors, when they look at these bids, they look at the scope of the work and automatically think price. The first question that comes into their mind is, what should I charge? That is the wrong question. What you need to be doing is actually breaking down the contract in its entirety, looking at every part of the scope of the work. So instead of asking the question of what should I charge, what you really should be asking is, what are the moving parts of this contract? What is the logistics of this project? So most contractors think about the price first. Price is just the outcome. What you really need to be focusing on is the inputs. When I talk about inputs, I'm thinking production, time, access, restrictions. These are the things that you need to be focused on. Most contractors win bids, but they win the bids because they underbid it. The reason why they underbid it is because they didn't think about all the other things that go into here, like load times, restrictions, inspections, what else? Bottlenecking, delays. I mean, there's so many other things. Are you in a construction zone? Are you in a school zone? Do I need certain permits to go into wherever the work is going to be either being loaded or dumped at? So these are things that they do not factor in. They just kind of shoulda, coulda, woulda, or they assume. That's the biggest word. But you have to, especially the time, the distance. Like I said, the load time, the inspections, all of these things have to go. You have to consider these things when you bid. And if you do not, you will find yourself underbidded. You will find yourself being awarded a contract because you underbid it. And then now you're left to pay for a contract that you're on. It doesn't make any sense. So if you remember anything or take anything away from this video, what I want you to take away from this video is bidding is not about just winning a job. Bidding is about surviving the profitability. At the end of the day, once you win and you're awarded a contract, you have to pay your subs, you have to pay your vendors, you have to pay permits and insurance and all of those, bonding, all of those other things. After you paid all of those things, you need to still be able to survive and pay yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're in this business for a reason. Yes, your business makes money, but how are you surviving? You still have to survive. You have a livelihood. So let me say this to you. If your bid works on a perfect day, it's not a good bid. Your bid needs to work on a day where everything goes wrong. That's what makes your bid perfect. So in this series, I'm going to show you how I tackle bids, how I think about bids, how I look at bids. So you're going to see you're going to see a bid from the lens of my own eyes. So this is not about spreadsheets. This is not about theory. This is real world. Every day I do this. This is what this is all about. So I'm going to be breaking down, again, how to bid properly, how to get award these bids, and ultimately how to survive profitability. At the end of the day, winning a contract is just the easy part. How do you profit off of these contracts is the most important part. So if you're somebody that's interested in learning how to bid, or you already bid and you're finding yourselves in problems, or you're moving from out of the subcontractor side of things and going into the GC side of things, you want to become a prime, or you just found yourself getting these bids and not making any money off of them, please stay tuned. Please like and subscribe, and put the notification button on, because I will be dropping a video in this series every week. It's 2026. It's time that we do things right. It's not enough time to be wasting no money. We need to make money. Again, surviving profitability.